Dr. Stephen Vaughn. When he was growing up in Dexter, Missouri, Dr. Stephen Vaughn knew what he wanted to do. But he's thankful to his mother for starting him on another path.
I had some baseball scholarship offers to go to some schools that were not noted for their academics, and my mother was very high on Southeast Missouri. She said, "You really can't beat Southeast Missouri academically." And it was also a pretty good deal economically back then. It cost $80 a semester for tuition.
It was at Southeast where he found the love of writing and history.
So I started writing this really a history of American involvement in Vietnam with an idea of trying to figure out, well, what am I going to do? Because I was going to be drafted in the military. And I wound up going into the Army in 1969. And it turned out, some of that I began writing as it turned into a weekly column for the Kappa Arrow. And I found in doing that it was fascinating.
The newfound passion gave him the same joy he had found in baseball.
If you're going to be successful, I think you have to like doing what you do. It has to be fun for you. And if you find something that you enjoy when you get up in the morning and you can't wait to get to work, there's a lot to be said for that.
With an impressive career of teaching and writing, Dr. Vaughn has also continued his love of athletics.
So I started playing handball, and I didn't really anticipate that I would ever go to tournaments or anything like that. And this turned out I started going to tournaments and won some state titles, and eventually wound up winning, I think, 3 national titles in different age groups. But again, like baseball, I met a lot of, some of the best friends I have are people that I've met in handball.
It is those relationships and his family that Dr. Vaughn treasures most.
Well, my family and friends, I think, are very important. As I mentioned, my wife has been very supportive. Been lucky to have a great son.
Vaughn says he is also appreciative of all those who helped guide him along the way.
And the people that I met at SEMO, the teachers, and people like Fred Goodwin and George Suggs and Harold Duggar and Eugene Nutter, Tom Israel, Peter Uremko, and if I leave anybody out, it's not because I'm trying to, but Joe Ules, who was the baseball coach then, was a very dear friend and a great influence on me also. And those are people who really, I don't think, get the credit they deserve, because they do make a difference in people's lives. They do alter people's lives for the better, I think. And they do it very quietly, I think, probably without maybe winning an award or something. And so those are people that I'd like to say thank you to.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Stephen Vaughn.